So, hello everyone, welcome to my very first video on my new Yamaha MT-07. I bought it 1 week ago and I love it. It's just great. It has so much power, well, at least enough for me. And before this I had a Honda CB500F from 2013. And that was because I had an A2 license, so I had a maximum of 35 kilowatts, and that was exactly it, so perfect. But now it was time to upgrade, and I chose this MT-07. Yeah, it was a very good deal actually. The price was right, and it had some extras, like it had already an Akrapovic titanium exhaust mounted on it. It had a tail-tidy license plate holder. It had LED blinkers. And yeah, it was already very complete. Plus, it's from 2015, so it's already 3 years old now. But it only had 3,500 kilometers on it, which is very low. That was because the owner only took it out to Belgium and Germany twice a year for a long road trip together with his friends, and that was it. After that he just had it standing in the showroom because his buddy had a motorcycle shop I bought it from, and yeah, he didn't use it that much. When I saw it, I didn't have my unrestricted license yet, but I found this such a good deal that I had to get it early. So I went for it and did all the exams in one day, and yeah, went through it flawlessly. And right now I'm driving it, so that's great. Yeah, as you can see already is that I put on the windshield. This one is from China. It's quite cheap. I think it was 15 euros or something. You can also find them on Amazon if you want to. Yeah, it's just a good windscreen because originally there's nothing there. So when you're driving around, you have the wind straight on your chest, on your face, of course. It's a naked bike, on your chest. But also, what I found weird is that the key is behind the dash. So imagine it's a hot summer evening and there are bugs everywhere, and you're driving on a road like this. Your key will be green. It will be smudgy, it will be dirty, covered in bugs. I wouldn't like that. So yeah, for 15 bucks or euros you can buy this windshield, and it does the job very well. I don't think I need to tell you about technical details of this bike, but I will do it shortly anyway, and I will show it in video. It is a 700cc parallel twin, but it has a 270 degrees crank, so it has the characteristics of a V-twin, which is nice. It has 75 brake horsepower, and I don't know the exact amount of torque, so I will put it in the video. Yeah, it's a great bike, great commuter's bike, because its fuel economy is very good. I still need to find out how much it actually does, because this is still my first tank of gas. Yeah, it's a great size. It's not big like FC09, so maybe that one is better if you're a bit taller. I'm 6 feet, so that's 183 meters. An MT-09 is probably better for you if you're taller than that, but this will just do fine for me. At the seat it's quite narrow. I hope you can see that. No? So if you have shorter legs, I'm normal. I'm average in everything. But if your legs are a bit shorter, you can still reach the ground because of the narrow part of the seat. Yeah. Over here, the beautiful Dutch countryside with growing strawberries, I think. The owner, the previous owner, modified the exhaust a little bit. I still have to ask him what he really did exactly, but I think he put the DB killer out and then drilled some holes in the DB killer pipes, so it has a little bit more grunt, but then he put the DB killers back in, of course, so it still would look normal. It sounds, yeah, I think it sounds perfect. I mean, with the DB killer out, I haven't tried it yet. It's what I heard. It sounds too loud. It's just not. Yeah, it's not social anymore. Let's call it social. I don't know the right word. If you're driving through the city or something, people will put their hands on their ears and look at you angry. But with this, it's a nice grunt, and yeah, so far nobody complained to me. I even got a thumbs up yesterday driving to work. I also put on a radiator guard, because the original radiator on this bike, I don't know what's the case on the newer versions, is aluminum grey, and it's a boring grey. So I bought a black aluminum radiator guard from China and put it on there. It looks way better now. I also put on a rear wheel hugger, because the original one is quite short, and when you're driving through the rain or the roads are a bit muddy, then yeah, your spring area of the bike will get all muddy, and we don't want that, because that means more cleaning, and we don't want to clean because it takes effort. And it was 100 euros, I think, and it makes the bike look more pretty. I also changed the cap of the rear brake reservoir. It's nothing special, it was 5 euros, I think, but it's red now, so that looks a bit cooler. What I got planned to do is change the levers to black ones that are adjustable. So yeah, that looks a bit more incognito. I also want to do a modification that I saw online. Some guy did it. I saw it on some forum, and it's about putting LED strips in the air intakes of the bike. Those LED strips are turn signal functionality thingy with daylight running lights. So normally it will be white, and when you put on your turn signal, it will turn orange on that side of your bike, which I think will look great. And if not, I will remove it. It was also 10 euros from China. I don't know if you heard those crackles just a moment ago. I love that. That's what you get when you get a new exhaust, or a different one that's than original. When you let go of the throttle, then it will pop a little bit. I think it has something to do with the fuel mapping or whatever, that it runs too lean, or I don't know. I'm not that technical. But yeah, it sounds cool, so there's that. And over here we see the great stadium of NAC, that's the local soccer football club. Let's go to this parking lot and I will show you the bike a bit more. Let you hear the exhaust a bit better. Hello, hello. Yeah. So yeah, this is her. There's the exhaust and the red cap. The tail tidy plate, the body style rear fender, and the black radiator guard over there. And yeah. Sounds perfect to me.